Hey everyone, and welcome back to the English Duck podcast episode 13. I'm Adrian, and I'm so excited to be here with my good friend and co-host Anna.
Yeah, it's really great to be here again, Adrian, and I'm just like totally pumped for today's topic. It's something I think about like constantly.
Me too. So a lot of our listeners, they often ask, when will they finally feel fluent? Is there like a finish line? Because it feels like for some people, it's this elusive thing they just never quite reach.
Oh, that's such a common question, Adrian, and it's like the biggest myth. Fluency, it's not a destination. It's really more of like a journey, a continuous process. People they often think, okay, I'll hit this level and then boom, I'm fluent. But it's just not how it works. It's definitely not a finish line.
So if it's not a finish line, then what does progress actually look like? How do you know you're getting somewhere?
That's the real question, right? And I think it's about shifting your perspective. Instead of waiting to feel fluent, whatever that perfectly fluent is, you should focus on progress, on those small wins, For example, you're understanding more of a native speaker conversation than you used to, or you're able to express a complex idea, even if it takes a few tries or you use different words to get there. It's about communication. Another thing, is when you start to notice your own mistakes less, or when you can self-correct almost instantly, or you feel more comfortable just jumping into a conversation without overthinking every single word. Those are huge indicators. It's not about perfection, Adrian. It's about confidence and effective communication. You could be perfectly fluent in grammar and still struggle to actually have a real conversation, right?
Wow. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. It's about celebrating the small steps and focusing on practical communication instead of this abstract idea of perfection. It makes it feel so much more achievable,
Absolutely. And it's a marathon, There will be days when you feel amazing and then other days when you feel you're not progressing at all. But just keep going, Every single interaction is a step forward. It's all about consistency and enjoying the whole process,
That's really great advice, Anna. I think our listeners will find that so encouraging. Thank you for always shedding so much light on these topics.
My pleasure. Always love chatting about this stuff.
And that's it for today's episode of The English Duck, podcast episode 13. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on what fluency really means. Join us next time for more tips and insights on your English learning journey. Bye for now.